Welcome to your custom deep dive. Today, we're diving into the world of large language models.
LLMs.
Yeah, LLMs and how they're changing the game in time series
It's
analysis.
mysterious.
Exactly. Analyzing data over time.
Like stock prices.
Stock prices, yeah. Or even, your heart rate.
That's right. And it's fascinating because while LLMs like GPT are known for language,
Yeah.
their structure actually lets them spot these really complex patterns
Okay.
in any sequence of data,
Interesting.
which is perfect for like the way time series data unfolds over time.
It's like it was made for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've got excerpts from this book, LLM time series, to kind of guide us today. So let's unpack what traditional time series analysis looks like, and then we can see where LLMs fit into all of this.
Sounds good.
So maybe we can start with just like a super quick time series data 101.
Sure. So time series data is basically data points that are indexed in time order.
Okay.
And this is important because it's used everywhere, right?
Yeah, I can imagine.
From finance, like we were talking about with stock prices,
Right.
to healthcare, like patient vitals,
Yeah.
to even climate science.
So it's pretty fundamental then.
It really is. It's everywhere.
Okay, so we've got these traditional models that have been used for a while.
Yes. Like your
Okay,
ARIMA,
yeah.
your exponential smoothing models.
Right.
And these are good at like spotting those basic trends in seasonality, like, how ice cream sales go up in summer.
Right. Makes sense.
But the book really highlights where these models kind of hit a wall.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Real-world data is messy.
It's not always predictable.
Yeah. And those traditional models struggle with, like, non-linearity?
No, okay.
Like those sudden shifts or, like, unexpected events that just throw everything off.
There's black swan events.
Exactly.
That makes sense. And then the book also mentions this idea of fixed memory with traditional models.
Right. So they have a limited look-back period.
So it's like they're wearing blinders.
Yeah, exactly. Like
It's
blindbird.
interesting.
They miss those long-term dependencies.
The things that happened way in the past but are still affecting things today.
Exactly.
So they might not connect the dots between, let's say, like a supply chain disruption a year ago to like a current product shortage.
Precisely.
Okay.
And another thing, don't forget about manual feature engineering.
Oh, right?
So experts actually had to like handpick what mattered in the data.
What?
Yeah, things like seasonality, economic indicators, you name it.
And feed it to the model.
Yeah, manually.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a lot of work.
It was.
Okay, so that's where LLMs come in.
Exactly. The time travelers of data, as the book calls them.
I love that. Time travelers of data.
Yeah.
So how do they overcome these limitations that we just talked about?
It all comes down to the attention mechanism.
Okay. Attention mechanism.
Yeah, it's like a superpower.
What do you mean?
So instead of, treating all the data points equally, the LLM can actually weigh the importance of different parts of the time series. It can zero in on what really matters.
So it's like having a super focused reader.
Yes, exactly.
Who can like prioritize what they're reading, but for data.
For data, exactly.
Well, that's really cool.
And it's not just looking at the, last few data points.
Okay.
It's keeping the entire history in mind.
The whole context.
Exactly. Contextual awareness.
So it's like it really has a memory of the past.
Yeah, in a way.
That's super interesting. And the book also mentions transfer learning, which it's a little mind-blowing.
Yeah, transfer learning is super cool.
So the book uses this example of training an LLM on like global stock prices and then fine-tuning it to look at a specific portfolio.
Exactly.
Sounds crazy.
It's like having a seasoned investor
Okay.
who's, seen bull markets, bear markets, everything,
Right.
suddenly focused on your investments.
Bringing all of that experience to bear.
Yes.
Wow.
So the LLM learns from this massive data set
Right.
and then applies that knowledge to a very specific task.
It's like teaching it the language of the stock market
Yes.
and then giving it a specific dialect to learn.
Exactly.
Wow, that's powerful. And the book mentions how this goes way beyond finance.
Really does.
Like, there are some really cool applications in healthcare
Oh, absolutely.
where LLMs are analyzing patient records
Uh-huh.
to predict, like, how someone might respond to a treatment.
It's personalized medicine on a whole new level.
So instead of using, like, broad statistical averages,
Right.
the LLM is considering that individuals' entire medical history,
Yes.
their lifestyle choices,
Huh?
even genetic data.
To predict the best treatment.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like weaving together a tapestry to create a personalized health plan.
Exactly. It's not just crunching numbers anymore. It's
No.
understanding the full picture.
So fascinating.
Yeah.
And the book also talks about LLMs in finance.
Yes.
But it goes beyond just looking at historical prices.
Right.
It's also looking at, like, textual data.
Like news headlines, company filings.
Wait a minute, the LLM is reading the news?
Essentially.
Uh-huh.
It can pick up on sentiment
Oh, wow.
or identify these emerging trends that a human might miss.
It's like having a 247 analyst
Yeah. Constantly reading and learning.
and connecting the dots.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's not just about numbers anymore. It's understanding, like, the narrative behind it.
Yes, the story.
The story, exactly.
And it doesn't stop there.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yeah. The book talks about LLMs being used in IoT and manufacturing,
Oh, interesting.
where they analyze sensor data.
From machines
Yes. To predict potential failures.
before they even happen.
Exactly.
So instead of waiting for something to break down,
Right, which costs time and money.
yeah, you can prevent it.
Precisely. It's like having this predictive maintenance system.
Constantly monitoring everything.
Exactly. Keeping an eye on the health of the equipment.
Wow, it really seems like LLMs are going to change everything about how we use time series data.
I think so. The potential is huge.
It's like we're uncovering insights and making predictions that weren't possible before.
Absolutely.
But like any new technology, there are probably some challenges too, right?
Oh, of course.
The book does mention some potential downsides.
Like the fact that LLMs need a lot of data
Oh, right.
and the computing power to train them can be intense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
So there are still some hurdles to overcome,
definitely.
but the possibilities are really exciting. So let's dive deeper into some of the specific techniques that make LLMs so powerful for time series analysis.
Let's do it. It feels like we've gone through this whole history of time series analysis, from those basic traditional models with all their limits
Right.
to now with these LLMs that are so powerful and like aware of the context.
It's like we traded in our magnifying glass
Uh-huh.
for a telescope that can see way further back in time.
I like that. A time-traveling telescope for data.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of seeing across time, what about this multi-horizon forecasting?
Oh, yeah, that's key.
Predicting not just the next point, but many points in the future.
The book made a good point about how crucial that is, like
Yeah.
for supply chain management, where you need to see weeks or even months ahead.
Businesses can't just react to what's selling today.
Right, exactly.
They need to be ready for how demand is going to shift way later on.
To avoid running out of stuff or having too much.
Yeah, all those logistical nightmares.
And the book gave that example, remember,
Mm.
where the LLM was predicting sales every week, but for the next 12 weeks.
Taking into account all those factors.
Seasonality, promos they've got planned, the whole picture.
It'd be like having a roadmap, but for the future of your business.
Giving you so much more confidence in how you plan things out.
That's the power these LLMs bring, right?
That predictive power that we couldn't even dream of before.
Okay, and then we talked about transfer learning a bit earlier, too.
Oh, right, where you don't start from scratch.
You've got this model already trained on tons of data,
Tons of data, yeah.
and you just kind of fine-tune it for your specific problem.
Like that example, predicting energy use in your city.
Instead of needing, like, all the energy data from just your city,
Which would be a ton to gather, probably.
you can use a model that's already learned about global energy patterns.
It's like hiring an expert
Okay.
who knows the big picture or the worldwide stuff.
Then they just need a quick intro to your city's quirks.
And boom, they can make good predictions even with less specific data.
That's really cool because not everyone has access to these massive data sets.
Exactly. It makes powerful AI more accessible.
That's like a shortcut to AI expertise.
I like that.
But hold on, what about this meta-learning thing?
Oh boy, that's where it gets really wild.
That one's hard to wrap my head around.
I know it sounds like something out of sci-fi.
Training models to learn how to learn.
But it's real and it's advancing super fast.
A book's example, predicting energy use in a brand new building.
Right, the LLM's never seen that building before.
So how can it possibly know how much energy it'll use?
That's the magic, right? It's learned from so many other buildings.
Just picks up on the general patterns.
Exactly. It's like it's developed this intuition.
For how energy use works in buildings.
And even with just a little bit of data from the new building,
It can figure out the specifics and make a good prediction.
like a super adaptable data analyst.
You can walk into any situation and just get it.
And it's not just about being adaptable.
Right.
Meta learning could also make developing new AI models way faster.
Because it wouldn't need as much training.
Right. Like it's almost self-taught in a way.
Wow. Okay, and remember we were talking about these hybrid models
Oh yeah, where you combine different approaches,
using LLMs alongside other methods.
like those LSTMs, a kind of neural network,
Right, it's like having a whole team of specialists.
each with their own strengths.
That analogy of the financial analyst was really good.
One looking at historical trends, another at recent stock movements.
And then the LLM comes in, connecting it all to global economic news.
It's like the ultimate data analysis dream team.
You get the best of both worlds.
The pattern recognition of the LLM.
Plus the solid stats from the traditional methods.
It feels like we're pushing the limits of what's possible with this stuff.
Getting deeper insights, better predictions than ever before.
But it's easy to get lost in all these models and techniques.
Right, it can feel abstract.
So let's bring it back down to earth.
Okay.
And look at some real-world examples from the book.
See how this is actually being used out there in different industries.
Exactly.
All right, let's do it. What have you got?
Well, one that stuck out to me was this smart grid management system.
Okay, smart grids.
So this utility company was having trouble predicting when energy demand would peak.
Which causes all sorts of problems.
Inefficiencies, even blackouts if they're not prepared.
And predicting those peaks is even harder now.
With more renewable energy sources coming online.
Right, it's not as predictable as it used to be.
So they turned to LLMs for help.
Interesting.
They built this system that analyzed all kinds of data.
Like what?
Past energy use, of course, but also weather patterns, even social media trends.
Wait, social media.
Yeah, you can find clues there about what people are doing.
That might affect energy use.
Exactly. It's like this virtual energy detective.
Piecing together all these different clues.
And the result, they could predict those peak demand times way better.
How much better?
25% more accurate than their old methods.
Wow, that's a big jump.
It made a real difference.
What were they able to do differently?
While they could adjust energy distribution more proactively.
So less risk of blackouts.
Exactly. And they could make better use of renewable energy sources.
So it's more efficient and more sustainable.
That's the power of LLMs, right? Helping us build a better energy future.
Really amazing. But the book also had some incredible examples from healthcare, right?
Oh, absolutely. One that I found particularly fascinating
Okay.
was about predicting sepsis.
Sepsis, that's a serious condition.
Very serious and often hard to diagnose early on.
You need to catch those warning signs fast.
Right, it's a race against time.
Scary stuff.
So these researchers created an LLM-based system
What?
to analyze a patient's whole medical history.
Wow, the whole thing.
Yeah, vital signs, lab results, even the doctor's notes.
To look for those subtle clues.
Exactly. And the accuracy they achieved was remarkable.
I bet. With something like sepsis, even a small improvement is huge.
They got an AUC score of 0.95.
0.95. That's incredibly accurate.
Especially for such a complex condition.
That kind of early detection could literally save lives.
By giving doctors time to intervene before it's too late.
It's amazing how LLMs are revolutionizing healthcare.
And it goes way beyond just sepsis prediction.
Like what else?
Personalizing treatment plans, making hospitals run more efficiently.
Even speeding up drug discovery?
The possibilities seem endless.
Absolutely mind-blowing. But what about the financial world?
Oh, LLMs are making waves there too.
I bet.
One really compelling case study, it was about fraud detection.
Fraud detection, that's a huge problem for a financial institution.
It is, and it's getting harder all the time.
With all the online transactions happening these days,
The fraudsters are getting more sophisticated.
it's a constant cat-and-mouse game.
So this institution, they implemented an LLM-based system
To analyze transaction data.
in real time, looking for those tiny red flags that might signal fraud.
So it's like having a superpowered fraud investigator.
Yeah, sifting through mountains of data, finding those needles in the haystack.
And did it work?
The results were impressive.
How impressive.
They increased their fraud detection rate by a whopping 40%.
40%, that's huge.
It saved them a lot of money and protected their customers.
It shows how LLMs can make the financial system safer.
For everyone.
Yeah.
But it's not just about security.
Right.
LLMs are also being used for investment management, risk assessment.
Even personalized financial advice?
They can analyze market trends, financial data, all sorts of things.
It's like having a personal AI financial advisor.
It's pretty amazing. And it really shows the common theme here.
What's that?
LLMs are helping us understand complex systems better.
Like the stock market, the human body, even the energy grid.
But as we've said before, with great power comes great responsibility.
It's not just about the technology itself.
Right. It's about how we use it.
We need to make sure it's used ethically and fairly.
That's a perfect transition to the next part of our deep dive.
Yeah, let's talk about the ethical considerations.
Explore the impact of LLMs on society as a whole.
But for now, let's take a break and let our listeners process all this.
I think they need a minute to catch their breath.
We've covered a lot. We'll be back soon to continue our exploration.
Stay tuned.
We've been on quite a journey in this deep dive, haven't we?
We have.
From those, early time series models
Yeah.
to the rise of these powerful LLMs.
It's amazing how far it's come.
And we've seen how they're being used in all these different areas.
Healthcare, finance, energy, you name it.
But like we've been saying, with great power comes great responsibility, right?
Absolutely.
We can't just ignore the potential downsides and ethical concerns.
That's right. We need to be careful.
So what are some of the things that we need to be thinking about as we use LLMs?
Well, data privacy is a big one.
Okay, data privacy. Yeah, that makes sense.
LLMs need tons of data to train, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of that data can be really personal.
Oh, right, like in healthcare.
Exactly. If we're using LLMs to analyze patient records.
We need to make sure that people's privacy is protected.
Absolutely. And it's not just healthcare. Think about financial data,
Oh, yeah?
social media posts, even location data from your phone.
It's all really sensitive stuff.
It is. We need to be very careful about how that data is used.
So what can we do to protect people's privacy?
Well, there are things like data anonymization
Okay.
and encryption, which can help keep the data safe.
Right, those are important tools.
But we also need clear rules and regulations.
About how LLMs can be used with sensitive data.
Exactly. We need to make sure it's being used responsibly.
That's a good point. And what about bias? I know that's a concern with AI in general.
Yeah, bias is a big issue with LLMs too.
Because they're trained on all this data.
Right, and if that data reflects existing biases in society?
The LLM could end up perpetuating those biases in its predictions.
Exactly. So it's
Yeah.
something that researchers are working really hard on.
To try and mitigate bias in these models.
Yeah, but it's an ongoing challenge.
We need to keep working on it because it's really important.
It is, especially when LLM predictions have real-world consequences.
Like in healthcare, finance, or even the criminal justice system.
Exactly. Those are high-stakes situations. We can't afford to have biased algorithms making decisions.
Okay, so I've got data privacy, bias. What else?
Transparency and explainability are important too.
Okay, explainability.
LLMs are often called black boxes.
What does that mean?
It means it can be hard to understand how they make their predictions.
Oh, okay, so we don't really know what's going on inside.
Right, and that can make it hard to trust the LLM's output.
Especially if it's a really important decision.
Imagine a medical scenario where an LLM recommends a treatment, but the doctors don't understand why the LLM is making that recommendation.
Yeah, I can see how that would be a problem.
It's essential to make these models more interpretable.
So we can see the reasoning behind the prediction.
Exactly. And ultimately, it all comes down to accountability.
Oh, right, like who's responsible if something goes wrong?
If an LLM makes a mistake, especially a costly one, who takes the blame?
That's a really tough question.
It is, and there's no easy answer.
But it's something we need to figure out.
As LLMs become more and more a part of our lives.
Absolutely. Well, as we wrap up this deep dive into LLMs and time series analysis, what's your biggest takeaway from all of this?
Honestly, I'm just blown away by the potential of these LLMs.
Yeah.
They can revolutionize the way we understand and use data over time.
It really does feel like a paradigm shift.
But we have to proceed with caution, with a critical eye.
Not just get caught up in all the hype.
Right. We have to think about the benefits and the risks.
I completely agree. So for our listeners, we hope this deep dive has been enlightening.
Yes.
We've only scratched the surface of this topic.
There's so much more to explore.
And if you're interested in learning more, we highly recommend checking out the book LLM Time Series.
It's a great resource for anyone who wants to delve deeper.
And as always, keep those aha moments coming.
Until next time.